Okay, we're going to move to item number 19, which is levying assessments for Yuba City Landscape Maintenance District Number 1, Stabler Lane, Garden Highway area. I need to recuse myself as I live within this district, so I will be passing this item off to the Vice Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Do we need to take a 5-minute recess for fluid adjustment? Then we will take a 5-minute recess and we will reconvene with item number 19 at 8:24. All right, there we go. Okay, we'll bring the meeting back to order. We're on agenda item 19. Levying assessments for Yuba City Landscape Maintenance District 1, Stabler Lane Garden Highway area, and that's be presented by Diana Langley, our Public Works Director.
Good evening, Vice Mayor and Council. The next 3 items are related to our lighting and landscape maintenance districts. District number 1 is a landscape maintenance district only. It's comprised of 2 areas. You have District 1A, which is in the Stabler Lane area. So here's Stabler Lane, here's Jamie Drive. And then 1B is in the Garden Highway area. And then we've had some additional additions of some commercial properties. So this is part of our annual process to levy the property so that they pay for the ongoing maintenance of the landscaping within those areas. The assessments were approved by the property owners of record at the time. I do want to note that zones of benefit A and B do not have provisions for a cost of living adjustment, and so these rates have been set for quite a few years now and have not been adjusted. The newer zones of benefit in District B do have cost of living adjustments. So for some background, on June 15th, Council ordered the engineer of work to file a report for the district, and on July 6th, Council adopted a resolution approving the engineer's report and a resolution of intention to order the improvements, setting the public hearing for tonight. The engineer's annual report has been prepared on file at the City Clerk's office. In previous years, as Council recalls, expenditures exceeded the revenues for District 1B. Last year, Council provided direction to reduce those expenditures to keep them within the amount required for the revenues. And so for this past year, we've been able to do that. And so as you can see from this table, the District 1A revenues are $22,007. The expenditures are just barely underneath that amount, and we have a projected reserve fund balance as of next July of $1,476. For 1B, the revenues are $66,250. The expenditures are $57,276. And then we have a reserve fund balance of $49,252. This reserve fund balance is due to previous allocations of road funds and general fund. We're recommending to keep this fund balance in here, as you never know what could happen with the district. And there might be needs to do some additional maintenance here and there. So alternatives are to direct the modification of the assessments amount. You can always assess less than, you just can't assess more than what was previously approved. You could also direct staff to start the proceedings for a Proposition 218 process to increase those rates. As mentioned previously, last year Council directed staff to keep the expenditures lower than the revenues, or you could direct staff to supplement the revenues with additional funding from other sources. So the recommendation tonight is to conduct a public hearing and then adopt a resolution confirming and ordering the annual levy of assessments for fiscal year 2021/22 pursuant to the Landscaping Lighting Act of 1972. With that, I'd be happy to answer questions.
Is there any questions from the council? Okay, hearing none, we will go ahead and conduct the public hearing. The public hearing on the levying assessment for Yuba City Landscape Maintenance District Number 1, Stabler Lane Garden Highway area is now open. If there are any members of the public who would like to address the council on this issue, please provide your statement via public comment and state your name and address for the record. Is there anyone here that would like to go on the record and speak?
This is, my name's Thomas Burns. Just for a question, really, and for my own education. So when it comes to the lighting and stuff in the city, we pay that out, I mean, the city pays it out to probably the utility, right? And then it's assessed in the tax roll to the people? Is that how that works?
Right, so typically when new subdivisions come forward, they're required to participate in a lighting and landscape maintenance district. So the amounts collected related to the lighting helps us pay the PG&E bill and also the ongoing maintenance related to the streetlight. The assessments collected related to the landscaping goes to pay towards, we have a landscape contractor that does the landscaping of a lot of the majority of the landscaping, and then our parks crew does maintenance of the street trees as well. And so you'll see with the next district, it includes about 69 subdivisions throughout the city. Not the entire city is not subject to these. It's very specific portions where the property owners, as part of development, agree to pay these fees.
All right, any other questions? Hearing none in the room, do we have any public comment for the public hearing online?
No comment.
Okay, hearing none and no further comments, we will close the public hearing and bring it back to the council for action.
I move the adoption, pardon me, go ahead, Council.
Councilwoman Espandola?
Yes, I move to adopt the resolution confirming and ordering the annual levy of assessments for fiscal 2021 pursuant to Landscape Lighting Act of 1972.
I have a motion and
Second.
I have a second from Councilmember Kirschner. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. So we will move on to agenda item 20, and we've gone to get Mr. Mayor. And I will hand over the gavel, and I will have to recuse myself from this item as I live within that district.
We ever just, me too? Right, me too, all right.
Councilmember Harris, Vice Mayor Shaw, please.